So here I am in Demo Students account again, and I'm going to show you how to submit an assignment using the Blackboard's assignment tool. So to find it, you go into Assignments, here it is, click Assignments, and it will bring you to the Assignments page. There's a lot of information here that's very useful to you. First of all, the tutorial, and since I'm updating it, it will be more current than the one that was previously there that's listed right here. The late and missed assignment policy, and you can read the document that's posted here, but specifically you should be aware of my policies for this course, and also the level equivalency chart, which shows you the Ministry of Education levels and the percentage equivalence that they represent, and those are the levels that I use on assignments and how I arrive at your percentage marks. Finally, if you are submitting an assignment, then you will see a link here for that assignment. That link can also be reached from the end of the unit. There will be a link from the end of the unit, but if you want to come directly to the assignments page, it will be here. The instructions will always be in the unit itself. This is just the space where you actually submit the assignment once you are done. So you click on this link, and once you click on the link, there's a space where you will submit your work. You can come back to this link at any time. You can save as a draft. You can submit multiple versions if you've forgotten something or you've upgraded something. And the due dates will be posted here, and the drop dead dates will be posted here. The drop dead date is the absolute last opportunity to submit the work once that unit is finished. So please make sure that you're aware of those dates. They will be on the calendar. So let's click in and we'll see what it looks like. And you'll see that you'll get this screen here with a save draft and a submit option. And the first area gives you the same information that you saw just before you clicked on. In addition, Blackboard has its own plagiarism database. So specifically for things like essays, it will give you a read back on the kinds of things that it sees in other sources and other materials to let you know whether or not you are using proper academic integrity. And if you're not sure, please do make sure that you talk to me or you ask me, and I can help you out with that. The second section is where you actually submit the assignment. So most of the time you will be attaching something, and that's right here, attaching a file, whether that file is a document or some other kind of multimedia tool. And in order to do that, you're going to browse to your computer. Now, what I would ask specifically when you have an essay or something like that, and you've composed it, let's say in Word, is that you convert it to a PDF, because I use a tool that allows me to mark directly on your work using my iPad, and it's easiest when it is a PDF. In order to do that, we're going to print this document. I'm just going to use the assignment document itself, and down here, and it might be a little different if you have a PC, for example, and if you're not sure, you might want to talk to IT about how to do this. And I'm going to save it as a PDF, and then it will just save directly. I'm going to save it into my folder here in Unit 1, save, there we go, and then it will appear in my folder. So there it is. So now when I want to upload, oops, wrong screen. Now when I want to upload that, I'm going to browse to my computer, and I'm going to find that document. There it is. And I'm going to open it. All right, so it should appear here once you have uploaded it. If you decide you don't want to attach it, you can click here to unattach it. You are clicking on here for it to be submitted to the Global Reference Database for comparison against other sources. And you can include a comment here if it's needed. For example, if you are submitting something online, like a multimedia presentation or something like that, that requires a password, or you need to give me information on where to find it, then you would do that here. If you are not submitting a document, you can use this area here to write in a submission. So for example, if you're sending me to a website, then you can create a link here, and I would encourage you to create a link that actually works. So let's take this one as, let's take something like this as an example. There's the little iceberg picture that we had, and back to Blackboard. Now you see it's not active, so I'm going to make it active by using the link. And again, please try to make sure you do it so it opens in a new window so that we don't leave our course. And now you can see it's an active link. So those are some of the options for submitting depending on what format your assignment will take. And then once you're all done, you hit submit. You can save a draft if you need to come back to it later, but once it's ready, click submit. And then it might take a while to upload, but you will be able then to see your what you have uploaded. It should be there. If you've typed something in, it should be here. You know, like I said, you can always play around with the arrows to see what sorts of things are available to you. There it's checking against the database, and it will give you a report eventually, so that if you're worried about whether or not you've done your citation and documentation properly, it can give you that feedback, and you can always ask me later for help. Okay, and then once that's all done, and you can click on these different elements to see, this actually will show you your document right in line. And sometimes I will use this tool to mark things, and you'll be able to get the feedback right in this space. Sometimes it takes a little while, but that's a cool little feature of Blackboard that allows me to give you inline feedback. And then once your mark is there, you'll also probably be able to see your mark there. So this is taking a while. I'm not going to waste it with dead air. So let's just hit OK. And there we are. You've submitted your first assignment. You can go back in and see that that assignment is there. So just to check to make sure. And then on my side, I will then see it. And that is how you submit an assignment on Blackboard.